Sisters, my dear friends in Christ, good morning.
Good morning, Father.
My dear friends in Christ, as children of God, we must always be filled with thanksgiving. As people created in the image and likeness of God, our hearts must always glory and offer praise constantly to our God. I was touched by our responsorial psalm. Bless the Lord, my soul. Bless the Lord is just the same thing as saying, bless the Lord, my entire being. Ngano man. My dear friends in Christ, have you noticed that before God created man, He made everything good. He made everything needed. He provided for the need of man. At first, there was darkness everywhere, beginning from our gospel last Sunday. As you were reminded last Sunday that you are the light and the salt of the earth. At first, He created light to dispel the darkness in the world. My dear friends in Christ, He provided all the things man needs to be in communion with Him. He made all the things before creating man in His image and likeness. Because He did not want man to experience the darkness that was already from the beginning. He provided for the need of man so that man may not toil and die suffering. That man may not suffer to put food on the table. Even the green plants, everything He made ready for man's consumption. Today's first reading, my dear friends in Christ, speaks of this love God has shown to man. And not only that He made everything ready for man, when He created man in His image and likeness, of course, from the dust He made him and breathed upon him. At that moment, life came. When life came, He commissioned man to take care of all these things He has made, to control all the things He has made. He commissioned you to care for creation. My dear friends in Christ, this is a loving God who do not want you to pass through troubles and even the anxieties of this world. But you know, unfortunately, as we would always say, as some would always blame our first parents, the first man and the first woman. Unfortunately, man chose to go back to darkness and to remain in pain simply by disobedience. At first, when God created man and commissioned man, it means to say He trusted man. He gave all trust to you and to me. Even today, come to think of it, what is it you have now? What is it that is within your reach and your possession right now? Those are not yours, people of God. God has made them for you and commissioned you to take care of those things. He said to man, subdue the earth, care for the creation. Unfortunately, even in our world today, the created hands of God or the created things made by God, which after he created them, he looked at them and saw that it was very good, is now being destroyed by man, even lives included. Even the same image he made in people, in man, is being destroyed. I always tell my friends, one of the things that we commit and we think is normal is the sin of libak, chismis. I was telling my friends, when you destroy somebody's image, it's a very big sin, but it seems to be the smallest of all sins. Because this is the person created by God, and after he made that person, he saw that it is, or she is very good. When you destroy people, my dear friends, you're not just destroying them, you are destroying the same image that God saw that it was very good. You are destroying the image of God in that person. Not just that person. You are destroying God's image in that person. And you know what that means? It's a big sin. What God has made and saw that it was very good, today is being destroyed by me and you. Today we hear this ecological crisis everywhere. The world is in pain because of how we destroy the Mother Earth. This God has created and has given them to man, that man may subdue. You are the light of the world. You are the salt of the earth. My dear friends, you may be wondering, why is it after God made man in his image and likeness, he also left this evil fruit, evil tree at the middle of the garden, the beautiful garden he has made for man, and he told man, look at all these, they belong to you, but this one, don't touch, untouchable, do not eat. A tree of knowledge as being called. Have you wondered that? Why is it that God left it there? Simply because of his love for humanity. Because he loved you and me so much. He does not want us to become robots. Because if there are no choices or options to choose, we will just become robots. Like he made us. Like we face there. Whatever he wants, we do. But he loves us so much and has given us the freedom to choose, to make choices. And that one is there. Do you want happiness? Do you want condemnation? Ikaw bahala. You like, you choose, you won. He loves us so much. The gift of freedom he has given to man is a manifestation of his love for humanity. That you may choose. It's up to you. I have made you and I have provided everything for you. Ikaw bahala. Choose what you want. You want happiness? Choose. You want condemnation? Choose. And thus that one is left there. One of the problems of humanity is greedy. Greed. Imagine God who had provided everything for man. Green plants, everything, beautiful garden, and only one. Sabi niya, don't touch. Millions of others has been given to man. Because of greed, man still want to go to that one. We are blessed, we are gifted in many ways, with many things. But today, you and I, we continue to strive for that one which we think we need to have. You. And that is how the world is being destroyed today. Shall we go today and acknowledge the fact that what God has given to us, He has given to us that we may be contented with what we have and leave that one that He has not placed under our possession. Leave that one. Perhaps it is not for you. Perhaps it will bring condemnation and destruction in your life. Why, man, today continue to go after that one God has not given? Even in our thoughts, sometimes I don't have this. I see that one has that one. Greedy continues. God has not given me this kind of blessing. God has not given me this one. He has given it to this family. He has given it to this person. The one God has given you, He has given you for His plan and purpose. Let us be contented with what we have and not look at that one that has not been given to us. Now I purpose. Now I plan us again. Why He did not give you that one? Why you have been praying, you did not receive? Now I plan us again. There are some things when strive to get that. I tell you, at the end, it will not bring happiness, but sadness. It has happened to us many times. My dear people of God, our God is a loving Father. He knows you and He knows what you need. Remember, the Gankayo options for you to choose from. Now I evil tree at the middle of the garden, so that you can make your choices. No wonder then in our gospel today, remember, choices comes from the heart, decisions comes from the heart. Yon. No wonder then He said in the gospel today, nothing from outside can defile a man. It's only what is from you can defile you. Although at this moment the Pharisees and scribes were against Him for observing His disciples, beginning from yesterday's gospel, eating without washing hands, and they began to make back of Him. Why are your disciples eating without washing their hands? Not following the tradition of the elders. Why are they eating this, eating that? Jesus tried to correct them that nothing from outside can defile a man. It is only what is within from you can defile you. Nano man. Remember, at the middle of the garden, now I evil tree for you to make your choices, for you to choose, for you to decide where you go, what you want in life. You own, and all those decisions, choices, desires comes from the heart. Today, we are wounded, we are impaired, we are sick, we are traumatized, we are depressed because of our decisions, because of our choices in life. It comes from within, not from outside. It is from within you and me. Nothing from outside can destroy you. Nothing from outside can destroy me. It's only what is within me. And this is why He began first by creating us in His image and likeness, so we may be transformed into His likeness truly, so we may be practically like Him in everything, so that nothing from within can destroy us. You see eyes, we see those things, we like these things. You see these things, we look at them and we get angry, we get envy with them, we get jealous with them. Coming from the heart, from the mind, from the thought, all of those things will come out. My dear friends in Christ, you are beloved, and God cares for you. He loves us so much that He has given us everything to make heaven, and we are looking for everything to make hell. Can you imagine that? God has given us everything to make heaven, and we are looking for everything to make hell. Today, He is reminding you and me that He is in your heart. He lives within you. And since He lives within you, let us allow Him to rule, to guide, and to be the reason for our decisions, the reason for our choices, the reason for our life. And by so doing, we must avoid all these things listed in the gospel. You see them, the thoughts of the heart. See? Unchastity, theft, murder, adultery, greed, malice, deceit, dagang kayo. God has never abandoned man. He is still with you to rule and to guide you. The only thing we need is to allow him to truly guide our thoughts, our minds, our desires, our choices. In everything we begin with God, that we may end with God. Your life even began in him. Why will you not begin everything with him? If your life began with him through his breath, and you think, or I think, I can begin something without him, that's already a contradiction. I don't need happiness anymore in my life. Let us begin everything with him and end everything in him. By so doing, my dear friends, we will always acknowledge his presence. And in our choices, shun that one that is leading us to evil, and constantly choose the ones God allows for us. Again, let us be contented with what he has given us. What he did not give you today is for your own good. Thank him still. Salamat sa Ginoo. As the responsorial psalm says, bless the Lord, O my soul. O my soul, bless the Lord. Bless the Lord, my entire being. For the breathing, bless the Lord. Exacto, my dear friends. All these things you think you do not have, bless the Lord. Because you know why he did not allow them to be within your possession. And remember, since God has created you in his image and likeness, you are in a battlefield. You are in a battlefield. Because since the decisions comes from the heart, all these things, the things that can defile us comes from within, from the heart. The only thing the evil spirit, when he grabs it, your entire plan will be ruined, is your heart. And so if your heart is not a reflection of God's glory, it will then be instrument of evil, Satan, demonio. And all the hatreds we have for one another is from the heart. And that is when the enemy has taken over you. The enemy has taken over the heart. Don't allow the enemy to take over your heart. Because if the enemy tries to grab your heart and succeeds in doing so, my dear friends in Christ, everything is gone. Everything is in disarray. Even when your heart is stolen by all this abelario, even when your heart is stolen by quack doctors, even when your heart is stolen by those friends of yours who are so bad, who are giving you wrong advices, bringing you to the wrong place, take your heart back from them. Hey, give me my faith. Give me back my heart. I am now. I renounce you. I reject you. I am for my God and my Lord. My dear friends, let us be people of thanksgiving because of what he has done for you. To God who has called us be glorified forever and ever. Amen.